Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another video on Oracle, and this time we are going to discuss Oracle Database, and especially we'll try to understand multi-tenant architecture and Oracle Apex as well. So it will be beneficial for the Oracle Database administrators, newcomers who don't know about multi-tenant architecture, and those who are trying to install Oracle Apex. What are the benefits for them in this type of architecture as compared to traditional single database installation? Okay, so we will be discussing about the CDB because this terminology is important because we will be using it. CDB is container database, and PDB is part of CDB, which is pluggable database. And same time we will be discussing about the licenses, impact of licenses on installation as a single database, traditional, which we were doing before. So if you need 3 databases, you will install 3 databases, but in this case we will install 3 PDB. So it will be a single installation, and the benefits as well, right? Okay, let's move. Multi-tenant architecture, because traditional I'm not going to discuss, that is well known to everyone, so which is a single database, that's it. There is nothing like this. So in this container database, we will be having a CDB when we will install it, which will name as CDB $root, this one. Okay, and there will be one PDB as well with PDB $seed. This is also, you can call it as a template. You will not be using it, but you will be able to create your PDBs from this as a template. So let's say, for example, we created 3 PDB, PDB1, PDB2, PDB3. Why you will be creating PDB1, PDB2, PDB3? It is just an independent database. If you've used MySQL for a long time, it is there. These features are there, multiple databases within MySQL. It was there. So Oracle introduced this feature in 12.1, right? So from there onward, we have this multi-tenant architecture, and we can create multiple database within our CDB. So this is a container, right? Within container we can have further databases. The benefits, of course, there are benefits like administration, centralized administration of, let's say, multiple databases, or you can also call it segregation of duty. Segregation of duty, this is a CDB administrator here, it will be, but you will have, or you can have DBA for this, DBA for this, DBA for this. So let's assume in PDB1 you are having HR and payroll, for example. In the second you have sales data. In third one you have something else. I mean, maybe you have Oracle Apex or something like that, right? This is one way doing it. Let's say, for example, you don't have anything else. You are only installing Oracle Apex. So you are having Oracle Apex over here, which is your production. This will be your test. This is your development. So you can even create or clone your one PDB to another PDB, or you can even create them as a refreshable, manual or automatic, just like materialized views. So let's say, for example, you want to clone straightforward, you can just clone. You want to give a database to a new consultant or developer or something like that, and you don't want to give them something which is of course the production one, so you can just create it with a single command. Otherwise, if you need a separate database, you will be doing a lot of steps, right? So here it's simple. You can create another Apex. Another way is, let's say, for example, another benefit. You are having few applications of Oracle Apex which are in version 20. Another you want to create new one which will be 23, right? So you can even keep that way as well, different version and different PDBs. So consider this PDB is an independent Oracle database, but these are connected like this and can be managed from here as well. Now, for example, you have some maintenance work over here. Stop this PDB just like a database, patch it, whatever, it will not affect any other PDB or CDB, right? So it will be upgraded or patched or whatever. Let's say, for example, you had Apex 20, you want to bring it to latest version, you can bring it up, right? Okay, now another way is, let's say, for example, you have a PDB, you worked here, right? You want to transfer this PDB to another instance or someone else, or maybe, but that should have also the same version and database. So then you can plug this database. That's why it is pluggable, right? Just like USB, you plug it. Okay, so you will just plug this PDB over there and that's it. Okay, so this is how this architecture is helpful. And another point, I'm sure since Oracle has already started multi-tenant, so gradually that existing traditional single database will be removed. So better to start it now, learn it now. You will become expert in it. Don't just avoid it. It's not difficult, it's easy. Okay, so you have different access, the way you want to manage your databases. This will be a CDB administrator on the top level who will be able to access different, it is just like you have different level of users, right? So in the traditional database architecture, what you are doing, you are creating different schemas, you are creating their table spaces, so you are trying to manage or segregate data. But at certain level, let's say for example for backups, it will be a single DB, right? Who will have access to all? So things like that you can manage now. So for example, this one is HR PDB administrator, this one is sales. So they both can't access because these are separate databases. So this is your seat PDB, this is HR, and this is sales, right? And this is, see, two different applications. Software is one, you have installed 19C software, that's it. But databases are separate. So I mean, and even they have separate data files. You will keep in the separate paths, you can keep on the separate drive as well on your same machines. Certain things they share, but that is not a problem at all because that is at CDB level. Okay, let's see the features. So all metadata, I mean related to the databases, and you know, there's a metadata that will be in the CDB root. Each PDB will have system, sysux table spaces. See, it's just like a database, right? Temp table space is optional, right, in the PDB because it is there on the CDB. So, but still you can create in this PDB as well. Sys of CDB only can start and stop CDB. PDB use undo table space under root CDB, right? Okay, alert log centralized of CDB. So in one, it's the CDB level is centralized management. Let's say you have multiple database. Now you also need to think, let's say for example, you are providing hosting to the different companies and they need separate databases. So I'm coming towards the licensing part of the cost part, which will be the next slide, but you have to consider that one as well. You will not install all the software and it will be consuming too much space. Better to install one software and then manage multiple PDBs. Okay, and PDBs are refreshable. So let's say, for example, you want to create a database for testing or let's say development, whatever you want, you can call it. And these are refreshable with the production. Very simple. When you want to refresh, Kalas, that's it. Read only. Even you can keep for reporting or dashboards. You can keep read only, and it will be just for reporting. Very simple. And if you see here, see the command. So pluggable database, this PDB admin, this is identified by this, and this is the path, and PDB created. There are different sentences how you want to clone it, or from where you want to plug it there. That you can provide, right? You can just Google it out. I don't want to go into that syntaxes and all those things, because the purpose of this video is not exactly the technical, but it is some sort of architectural or understanding from the high level. Okay, now the most dangerous part or important part, which is licensing. Normally companies, they don't understand or they don't know, so they are stuck with the licensing. Now let me explain how licensing works without PDBs and with PDBs. So let's say, for example, you are having standard enterprise edition, this one, right? So here you have these licenses, and this is per processor license, right? 47,500. I'm not considering this is a list price. Whatever discounts someone or any company is offered, that is something different. But these are standard list prices, which are globally available and on the internet, right? So this is the price, and you will be getting the same price. Now, let's say, for example, you need 3 databases, right? So you need enterprise license, right? 3 databases, I'm saying. So you need 3 licenses for 3 databases, right? Because you need 3 databases, 3 enterprise. So just multiply it. Now, Oracle 12c, somewhere it was mentioned 1, but it is there in 12c as well, 12.2 and 19c. Oracle is providing with the license 3 PDBs as a part of license. 3 PDBs are free with the enterprise license. That means if I need 3 databases, I will just buy 1 enterprise license and can install 3 databases. Wow, not a bad deal. Now, if you need additional, see, multi-tenant, this is now you have to come here. More than 3, then you need to add more cost. But up to 3 PDBs are part of single license, which is this one. Okay, simple. So I think this will give you further detail what exactly you are going to do or what you are going to use it. Now there can be a concern that we have only one database, which is very rare, because you need desk server, you need development server databases. So ideally you will not keep only one database. So even if you are having single database, so why to have this one? Because maybe tomorrow, future expansion or any enhancement, you need a separate database for that. So better to go with the multi-tenant architecture installation, right? Okay, another thing, because since this slide is in front of me, what happens normally, because this licensing compliance is the responsibility of each organization, and database administrators, they must, because management, they will not know exactly the technical things, right, until they are not informed. Because for them it's a database, it's application, they are doing sales, that's it, they are happy. But when or if Oracle will start audit, because they can trigger audit of any organization or any company at any time, and they do, then they will be running the scripts And now I'm telling you the tricky part of license, which is uh, when you are having a single license, if you see here, Oracle has provided these separate licenses. Why? Because you need to add these if you want to use these features. Let's say, for example, if you want advanced compression, oh, wow, you need separate additional license. I'm saying additional means you have the enterprise and then you need this one, right? See, enterprise edition options. Okay, so in enterprise you need to add licenses for these, otherwise it will be zero, right? Database enterprise management, wow, see. So what happens normally, sometimes there are certain features in your database which are by default enabled, but those need licenses. So before going into production, things like that, do a proper audit of your database features which are licensed or not licensed before moving, and later, if there's any audit or legal matters, things like that, it's not something any company can afford, right? Okay, this was the licensing part. A CDB with one PDB single tenant is currently the only certified deployment for. Now I'm coming towards Oracle EBS. If I can see till now, I'm not able to see that real benefit for Oracle EBS to be multi-tenant. But yes, moving to multi-tenant is good, because next upgrade you might need to be having advantage, because it is here only providing single PDB. So multiple PDBs are not yet certified with the EBS. Okay, it is not planned to be certified or supported for Oracle with 19C, right? And now in 19C, a non-CDB architecture is not planned to be certified. So you have to go to CDB, although you will not get, or you are not getting exact PDB's benefits. So ideally the PDB was, let's say for example, if I have PDB 1, my EBS version 12.2, and for test, or I'm going to clone it, or for the reporting purpose, PDB 2, yeah. But at the moment, since it is single, so you will not get benefit, but in 19C you need it. So you have to plan accordingly. Okay, now at least you have understanding of this multi-tenant architecture. Actually, tenant is someone who who's getting a property on rent, right? Tenant, right? So multi-tenant. So here, multi-tenant, just like you are having a tenant PDB or a database, you are plugging, giving on rent some space, something, rent it, you can plug it off anytime, something independent unit. Just like in a building, you have multiple people in different flats living over there. They have independent, home or flats, but still you have a centralized control as well. So just compare or link it to that sort of structure, then you will understand, okay, where is, as compared to one hall where everyone is there, or if you need another hall, you have to create another. It is just like same. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll be installing Oracle 19C software, and then we will be practicing it, how to create PDBs, how we can clone them, how we can different management with them, how we can stop them, how we can start them. And then in addition to that, once we will have that sort of structure of PDBs, then we will install Oracle Apex on, let's say, 1 or 2 PDBs, and then we'll see, okay, what are the benefits we are getting out of those PDBs or multiple Oracle Apex installations. Or we can install one PDB, Apex in one PDB, and then in the second we will say this is for development or this is for testing or something like that. some sort of playing with multi-tenant architecture and database in order to understand in a better way, right? So stay tuned with the ERP stuff, and we will be back with more videos on this topic.